There, Cody. Oh, not much, man. Hey, we got about 8 minutes till kickoff, so. Right. Yeah, right after your 7 seconds there. We'll just wait for the opener, all right? Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise, remove your hats, and direct your attention to our nation's flag on the southwest corner of the football. We are pleased to host our guest this evening, the Titans of Southern Coffee County High School.
Welcome, everybody, to Miles Field here in St. Paul, Kansas. Dan Vitt alongside Ross Albertini going to bring you the Indians game tonight, where the Indians welcome in Southern Coffee County Titans. The Indians look to get another victory as they notched one in Chitopa in a well-played game by the Indians last Friday night, Ross.
Yeah, that was probably the most complete game they've had all season, and I think you kind of expected a little bit to coming into the season. Very young, a lot of turnover on the roster. You knew it was going to take them a few games to get under their feet, and here they've won 2 out of the last 3 and hoping to get a third win tonight.
Yeah, the Indians on a little bit of a roll here, playing much better down the stretch. And, you know, the Indians had a tough non-conference schedule start the year with Sedan and 2 games in a row. Who was the second game, Ross?
Sedan. We had Sedan and Oswego right out of the gate.
Yes, Oswego right out of the gate. Sedan still undefeated on the season, I heard last night. So Indians look to make their way into the playoffs. They will be in the playoffs next Thursday night. It looks like they'll probably have to travel to Hartford next Thursday night to face Hartford on the road. It'll be a Thursday night game, as that first round playoff game is always played on a Thursday night. So the Indians look to notch, if they can win tonight, and depending on what happens between Chitopa and Waverly, the Indians will either be the 2 or the 3 seed in District 1. If Chitopa could beat Waverly and the Indians win here tonight, the Indians have a chance to host a game next week and be the 2 seed, which would be which would be the best scenario. But right now, if things finish as they are, it looks like the Indians will have to travel to Hartford.
Yeah, the only thing the Indians can do is control the game that they have right in front of them right now, which is South Coffee County. You know, last week they played a really pretty solid Chitopa team, Dan, maybe even a little more physical than St. Paul, but Indians really cut down on their mistakes, came out early and played really well and jumped on them, and it kind of cruised to the win.
It looks on paper the Indians probably the favorite tonight, but you don't want to overlook anyone. Southern Coffee County last home game for these seniors here in St. Paul. Ivan Murillo, Wilson Smith, and Ethan Stone King, so you know they're going to be all fired up to play their last game here on Miles Field.
Yeah, it's kind of the unofficial senior night. They did senior night early in the season because of the concerns about the COVID, but tonight is the real senior night as far as this could be their last home game. And, you know, when you're seniors, you played 4 years, and, you know, you've put a lot of heart and soul into playing. You know, it's kind of sad.
It is kind of sad, last game of the season. But although fortunate for the Indians to be able to play their full schedule so far tonight, avoiding all COVID related issues. So fortunate on that behalf. There's a lot of teams that would like to play the full schedule, and so far so good for the Indians here tonight. I didn't catch who won the toss, but we just got done with the coin toss, and we'll let you know who's going to kick off and receive. But the Indians can just, as Ross said, look after themselves here tonight and try to notch their last victory here at Miles Field. Cool night here in St. Paul. North wind blowing right in our face in the booth, about 8 to 10 mile an hour. I don't know what the temperature is, probably about 45 degrees. Good football weather, but a little bit of a north breeze knocking the edge off of things here tonight. The Bermuda field looks great. It's starting to go just a little bit dormant, but Kent Davis just does a phenomenal field with this, or a phenomenal job with this football field, and you couldn't ask for a better playing surface.
Yeah, the field's really held up well this year. Haven't had a lot of wet, muddy nights to play on, and as a result, it looks like probably just as good as it did the first of the season.
Indians are going to start out on defense, going to kick to Southern Coffee County. Southern Coffee County back deep to return as we are getting set for kickoff on a beautiful evening here in St. Paul, Kansas. As I said, about 45 degrees, wind blowing out of the north, about 8 mile an hour. So see if that affects the passing game at all.
Yeah, I think as maybe all season long, Dan, the key for the Indians is to come out and play good early. When you're young, you know, mistakes kind of drag you down quickly, and they're harder to recover from. But if we can come out and play clean early and maybe get a touchdown or two right out of the gate, I think you're going to see good things from the Indians tonight.
Let the defense set the tone here as Gluey back deep and Walters for Southern Coffee County. Ivan Murillo has the ball teed up on the 30-yard line, and we are set to get underway on the final home game of the year, regular season, here at Miles Field. Murillo waits the whistle, and here's the boot. He puts his foot in it. It's going to roll towards the sideline, go out of bounds about the 13-yard line, so penalty flag. Southern Coffee County will have the option here to either back the Indians up 5 yards or see if they take the ball. I believe at the 25 is where they can elect to take it at. We'll see what Southern Coffee County elects to do, as Murillo got that one off the side of his foot and it spiraled out of bounds, and it appears as though, I don't think there's been a decision made. They're still discussing it.
Coach was.
And they're going to back him up 5 yards and have him re-kick. I would have suggested taking it on the 25 because Murillo's still got a chance to boot this into the end zone.
Yeah, he's got a good leg on him. When he gets into it, he's capable of getting a touchback.
Cold night here in St. Paul, so that may take a little bit off of it until Ivan gets warmed up. As that.
Basically, he got a mulligan on that one, Dan.
Got a mulligan, so he gets to try again. A rare mulligan. Ivan did an excellent job of kicking off. He missed a few games. He was quarantined because of COVID for a couple weeks, but everybody back suited out, full roster here tonight for the Indians. Murillo ready to go again. Gets his foot into this one. It's going to go over the head, and oh, does it make it to the end zone? I don't believe it did. It went out of bounds about the 1 yard line, so Murillo either going to back up again. He got his foot into that one as it sailed over the head of Gluey, so he's going to back up again as that north wind really pushed that out of bounds that time. I thought he was going to make it to the end zone, and instead it rolls out about the 1 or 2 yard line. So 5 more yards, we back up, clear back to the 20-yard line now. So a good opportunity for Southern Coffee County to have good field position.
Yeah, you know, you hate to see Southern Coffee County get good field position right out of the gate because, like I said, jumping out early is kind of the key for the Indians.
Murillo was his second mulligan of the night. Third kick, here it comes. This time he gets his foot in. It's going to be over the head of the receiver. It's going to bounce to about the 1 yard line, picked up by Walters. Walters starts to his right, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds about the 15-yard line, so just the same as a touchback. Good job by Murillo.
Yeah, you know, heck, he was backed up 10 yards on that, and he got it all the way to the 1 yard line. Nice tackle by Kaiser Whitrick on the return by Southern Coffee County.
First and 10 for Southern Coffee County from their own 15-yard line, just the same as a touchback, and nose of the football just short of their own 15. Southern Coffee County huddles up Defensive end, Mason Winter. Nose guard, Ethan Stone King. Right D end, Wilson Smith. Looks like in the pistol is Gluey. One receiver wide to the right, a running back set to his left. Gluey's going to keep it off the left side. He's going to have a decent gain, finally brought down after about a 4 or 5 yard gain, brought down by Wilson Smith.
Yeah, Wilson did a nice job as the DN. They faked the handoff up the middle and tried to slip around to the left end, and Wilson stayed at home and took him to the ground.
4 yard gain, 2nd down and 6. Ball now spotted about the 19-yard line for the Titans of Southern Coffee County. Back up to the line of scrimmage they come. Gluey in the pistol. Number 14, Herrera, set to his right. One receiver wide to the left, one to the right. Now motion from right to left. Here comes the snap. Herrera with the ball. He's going to be close to a first down. He's going to have a first down and more.
Looks like Kaiser Weitrick and Trey got in on that one and got the tackle, but not before they're going to get the first down.
The ball crosses the 25 up to the 26-yard line. 1st and 10 for Southern Coffee County. Indians going to have to tighten up on defense. Vincent Smith, the cornerback on the left side. Kaiser Weitrick and Austin O'Hara squares out the linebackers. Right D end is Landon Beechner, and the free safety is Trey Peters. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Gluey in the pistol all by himself. Back to pass. Now he's going to scramble to his left, try to find some running room. He's going to be brought down after a short gain on the play. Ethan Stone King in there, as well as maybe O'Hara or Smith. Austin O'Hara. This is going to be 3rd down and 10. Oh, it should be 2nd down and 10.
2nd and 10, yeah. They called it 4th. Oh, there we go. But that was a nice job by Ethan Stone King, Dan. He, at his nose guard position, he just kind of slipped down the line, and when the quarterback tried to make the cutback, he was right there to make the tackle.
Ethan's been in the backfield a couple times and needs to wrap up back there. 2nd down and 10 for the Titans from their own 26-yard line. 2 receivers, one to the right, 1 to the left. In the pistol, Gluey's going to keep it. Starts to the left, now back up the middle. Short gain on the play. Mason Winter in on it. Boy, there was somebody in the backfield again. I think it was Stone King again.
Yeah, I think it was. I think he had a hold of his ankle. He kind of slipped through, but he slowed him down long enough for the rest of the defense to get there.
3rd down and 7 for the Titans as they advance the ball up to the 30-yard line.
Kind of the Gluey show tonight, Dan, for Southern Coffee County. He's carried the ball 3 out of the first 4 plays.
3rd down and call it 7 from the 30-yard line. They need to advance to about the 37-yard line. In the pistol is Gluey. Direct snap to Walters. Lead play right up the middle, bottled up by the Indians. Short gain of the play. Gain of 2, so let's see what SCC decides to do here. It's going to be 4th down and a long 5. Call it 6. Call it 5. 3rd down and 5. In punt formation is Southern Coffee County.
Yeah, I think that's 4th down, and about midfield, they're going to play it safe and try to play field position football.
Weitrick drops back late. Decent punt by SEC. Weitrick takes it on the fly at the 22 up to the 32 across and brought down there about the 32-yard line by Kaiser Weitrick. Decent field position for the Indians to start the first possession of the game.
Yeah, nice job by Kaiser there. He caught it and made about 10-yard advance, but even if he didn't get any yards on the advance, he kept it from rolling farther back in the end zone. With the wind blowing tonight, it's got to be hard to catch those punts. So a nice job.
1st down and 10 for the Indians from their own 32-yard line here at Miles Field. Pink out night here at Miles Field. 2 receivers wide to the right. Peters in the pistol. Set to his left is Weitrick. He stands back about the 26-yard line waiting to snap. It's a good snap. He's going to keep it. Looks for some running room. Cuts back up the middle. He has some running room. Cross midfield. Down to the 35, 30, 25 to the 23-yard line. Brought down by number 28. And we don't have a 28 on the roster. It's a nice blocking by the offensive line. Good patient running by Peters to have a nice gain on the play.
Yeah, very nice first play of the game. I think the Indians might have a little bit of a speed advantage against Southern Coffee County, which in 8-man football is a big deal, but nice 27-yard pickup right out of the gate.
Right back up the line of scrimmage. Stone King over center. Cooper Newberry been holding that down with all this, everybody back to a full roster. Stone King, the big senior, back up under center, I formation. Hand off to Beechner. Cuts to the left, an ankle tackle brought down by number 30, Emmons. Short gain of the play. Gain of, call it 2. Second down and 8 as the ball now down to the Titans' 25-yard line.
Not a, you know, the line actually had a little bit of a hole there, Dan, but the kid for South Coffee County just made an ankle tackle and kind of kept landing from really probably getting a big play.
Ball down to the 20-yard line of SCC. 2 receivers wide to the right is Smith and Beechner. Set to the left of Peters is Wattrick. It's going to be a handoff to Wattrick. Big hole. Tries to get to the outside. Does make it to the edge. Cuts to the out-of-bounds side. Down the sideline. In for the touchdown. Kaiser Wattrick with a 20-yard touchdown run for the Indians, and the Indians lead 6-0.
That was a nice play by Kaiser. He cut it up early and then just broke it to the outside and kind of followed his blockers the whole way. Our line did an excellent job, and Kaiser just turned on the jets and made it to the pylon.
6-0, 7:07 left to go in the first period. Stone King up over the football for the extra point. Indians go off the right hash mark. Beechner in the pistol this time. 3 slot receivers to the left. Beechner's just going to keep it off the left side. Leans over the pylon into the end zone. Extra point is good. This score is 8-0. 7:07 left to go in the first. We'll be back after this 1-minute timeout. You're listening to St. Paul football on Hot 105.
Kicking off for St. Paul, number 64, Ivan Murillo. Back to receive for the Titans, number 2, Wade Louis. And number 45, Mitchell Walters.
Walters and Glue back deep. Murillo with the ball teed up. Indians lead 8-0. Drive and kick. Going to bounce about the 1 into the end zone. Touchback, 1st and 10 for Southern Coffee County from their own 15-yard line.
Yeah, good kick by Ivan. Pushes Southern Coffee County back on the touchback, so no threat of a big return. And I think that's one of the keys to helping the Indians get off to a good start is making sure they win the field position battle.
1st and 10 for SCC from their own 15. Indians allowed Southern Coffee County to get a first down before they stiffened up on defense. 1 receiver wide to the right, Gluey. 2 to the left, 1 to the right, Gluey in the pistol. He is lone setback. Good snap, looking to his right. Now he's going to scramble off to the right. He's going to have some yardage as he puts his shoulder pad down on a decent gain, close to a first down, 8 or 9 yard gain on first down. He's dropped back to pass a couple times, but both times he's taken off running. So Indians need to get a little better pass rush and containment on him.
Yeah, they're rushing 3, and that's when you're only rushing 3 on the pass rush. There's a lot of space for a decent mobile quarterback to roam around in, and that's kind of what happened there. He didn't have anybody open downfield, which is good for the pass coverage, but he was able to get around the end and get that 7-8 yards.
Gluey in the pistol, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, 2nd down and 2. He drops back to pass again, looking up the middle. Now he's going to scramble. Wattrick comes up, but he's going to have a first down off a gain of 3 yards. Right at the markers, just crosses the 25 up to the 26-yard line, 25 and a half. So he has enough for a first down by a half yard. 1st and 10 for Southern Coffee County from the 26-yard line.
Nice tackle by Wilson Smith on that. He coming off that right defensive end position, he didn't give up and was able to chase him down. Still got the first down, but he kept him from getting a big gain.
1st and 10 for Southern Coffee County from their own 25-yard line. 1 receiver to the right, 1 to the left. Set to the left is Herrera of Gluey. Motion from right to left, high snap. Gluey pulls it down, is going to keep it off the left side, bounces into his own man, has some running room, and goes out of bounds. Not until a nice gain. Flag on the play. Flag about the 26-yard line.
Yeah, that's in the spot for either a block in the back or a hold, Dan, so I think this one's coming back.
They ran to Wilson Smith's side. I wouldn't be surprised if that foul was caused on him, and it is going to be, I believe, on Southern Coffee County. That'll back them up 10 yards and negate a decent first down run by Gluey on the scrambler on the left-hand side.
Yeah, he's able to get to the edge, but I'm guessing the reason he got to the edge is because they were holding Wilson over there.
1st and 20 for the Titans, backed up now to their own 16-yard line.
After the penalty will be 1st and 20.
Number 28 wide to the right. We don't have a number or a name for number 28. 2 slot receivers to the left. In the pistol is Gluey. Set to his left is Herrera. Back to pass again. He's looking, has time. He's going to throw it. Got a man wide open. Down the sideline he goes, and it's a foot race between him and Vincent Smith, and now Wilson Smith, and it's going to be a touchdown, Southern Coffee County. Blown coverage by the Indians there.
Yeah, I don't know where 45 came out of, Dan, but it looked like they sent all the receivers to the left side of the field, or they started out on the right and went to the left, and the coverage went with him, and then he just kind of slipped over there into that right side, and it was just wide open.
Vincent Smith had a shot at him. That was on a 1st and 20 from their own 16. So Southern Coffee County right back in this ball game. Plenty of time for Gluey to stand back there and survey the field, as it took about 5 seconds for Walters to come wide open on the opposite side, and it was a foot race. Vincent Smith had a shot at him about the 15-yard line, but it was a one-on-one, and he cut back and made Smith miss. So it's a touchdown. It's 8-6. Indians up by 2. Gluey in the pistol. He's going to hand it off to Walters off the left side. Boy, ran in. Football comes out. It's still loose, and it's going to be Southern Coffee County. Extra point is good because they land back on the football as they had. Herrera stopped at the 2-yard line. He fumbles it forward and is recovered in the end zone. It scores 8-8. We'll be back after this 1-minute timeout. You're listening to St. Paul football on Hot 105. I didn't think you could advance a fumble.
Well, I didn't either.
For all you YouTube watchers, it fumbled forward into the end zone, and
I think Keith's out there asking that same question, Dan.
5:32 left to go in the first. 8-8. Score is tied.
For St. Paul, number 4, Landon Beechner.
.532 left to go in the first. 8-8. The score is tied. A big play from Southern Coffee County on a 1st and 20 from their own 16-yard line. Walters with a touchdown run. Extra point. Looked like it was going to be no good. Indians had Herrera bottled up at the 2-yard line. He fumbled it, and it went into the end zone. Southern Coffee County got on it. Looked like Mason Winter had a shot at it, but couldn't get it. I think Coach Watrick was out there asking about advancing a fumble forward. Here's the kickoff, taken on the bounce by Beechner. Starts his right now, has a hole up the middle, cuts back to the left. It's going to be brought down right at the 31-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Indians from their own 31. Decent return by Landon.
Yeah, about a 16-yard return for Landon. Gives the Indians nice field position to start this drive out. Had a good drive last time, Dan. Let's see if we can build on it.
1st and 10 from the Indians from their own 31. See if they can answer Southern Coffee County, who ties this ball game up at 8. Southern Coffee County up to the defensive line of scrimmage. Indians up over the football. 2 receivers wide to the left. Peters, the lone in the pistol, stands at his own 25-yard line. It's a good snap. Back to pass. Rolling to his left. Throws across the middle. Has Peyton Norris ankle tackled out of bounds, but not until he crosses the 40 down to the Southern Coffee County 38-yard line. So 11-yard gain on the play. Good for an Indian first down.
Nice pitch and catch there, Dan. Trey had the ball and waited for Norris to come right open over the middle, and he put it right up between the numbers.
Norris comes from that right tight end position, drag pattern across the field as the lefty Peters rolled to his left and threw a dart to him. Beechner wide to the right. Watrick in the slot to the right. Peters awaits the snap. He's going to keep it. Starts off to the left side, looking for some running room, leans forward, is going to gain about 3 on the play. It'll be second down and 7, ball down to the SEC 35-yard line.
First play of the series, 3 yards doesn't seem like that much, but it sets you up for a good second down.
Second down and 7 for the Indians, ball down to the SEC 35-yard line. Up to the line of scrimmage comes the Indians, 2 receivers, Smith and Beechner wide to the right. Watrick slot to the right. Peters stands alone back at midfield. He's going to keep it off the right side, and this time he's going to be brought down. No gain. Good tackle by number 3. Fought that block off from.
I think Kaiser was trying to block him, but I think the kid had probably about 30 pounds on him, Dan. And that's a tough block to make when they got that much weight on you.
It'll be third down and 7 for the Indians from the SEC 35-yard line. Up to the line of scrimmage comes the Indians. We're going to call this the power set. Beechner stands, awaits the snap at his own 39-yard line. Here's the snap. It's a good snap. He's got some running room. Bust to the outside, cross the 20, and brought down hard at the 15-yard line, or looks like to be about 16-yard line. Good for an Indian first down. Nice lead blocking by the Indians. Good running room for Beechner. Good for an Indian first down with 3:57 left to go here in the first period.
Yeah, Landon's probably the fastest kid on the field, Dan, and he used the burst to get through the hole, and it wasn't a big hole, but it was big enough, and really had a nice run there.
Power set again. Watrick awaits the snap about his own 22-yard line. It's a good snap. He's going to keep it off the right side, looking for some running room. He's going to be brought down. No gain on the play, maybe even a loss.
That was a nice play by the middle linebacker. He just seemed to read that and really shot the hole and got the tackle. Kaiser just didn't have much of a chance there.
A loss of 1 on the play. Called a loss of 1, basically second down and 10. About a half-yard loss on the play. Indians down to the SEC 17-yard line. Power set again. Beechner back there awaits the snap about the 23-yard line. Looks like O'Hara and Smith in front of him, and here's a flag on the play, and I think it's going to be against the Indians. That's going to back them up 5 yards. Must be either offsides or procedure. False start against the Indians. So it'll be second and 16. Now the ball is going to be spotted at the 22-yard line of Southern Coffee County.
Yeah, you hate to get the ball this deep in the opponent's territory and start having these silly penalties and really take away a good scoring opportunity. Hopefully we can get a good play on second down and get right back where we need to be.
Beechner in the pistol. Awaits the snap. It's a good snap. It's going to keep it off the left-hand side. Tries to get to that side, spins away, and he's going to have a short gain of the play. Gains about 3 on the play. It'll be third down and 13 for the Indians from the Southern Coffee County 19-yard line.
Yeah, that's the same formation and the same play Landon ran last time for that 19-yard gain, but it looked like Coffee County was ready for it this time.
Third down and 13, 2-down territory for the Indians. Peters comes in from the sideline with the play. Beechner splits wide to the left along with Smith. Slot to the left is Watrick. Peters awaits the snap at his own 25-yard line. It's a good snap. Back to pass. Going to throw it out. It's through the hands of Beechner. Quick pass out to Beechner right through his hands. Falls incomplete. So it'll be fourth down and 13 for the Indians. Score tied 8-8, 2:35 left to go in the first.
Yeah, Trey put a lot of mustard on that pass, Dan, and it was a little bit high. Not catchable, but with tonight in the cold weather, I'm sure those hands hurt when that ball hit it.
It would have been nice to get 5 or 7 of them yards back, so it makes this more manageable, but it's 4th and 13 from Southern Coffee County's 20-yard line. I think we even lost a half a yard on that on an incomplete pass.
Yeah.
Beechner splits wide to the right. Smith wide to the left. In the pistols, Peters set to his left is Watrick. He awaits the snap, and should have been a false start on Watrick. Going to throw it deep. It's up for grabs, and it's going to be knocked down by Beechner. And it's going to be a turnover on downs and go back to Southern Coffee County. It'll be 1st and 10 for them from their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, that was 4th and long, and just throw it up in the end zone and hope something good happens. And defender was right there to make the play, knock the ball out of the air.
1st and 10 for Southern Coffee County from their own 20-yard line. 2:29 left to go in the first period. Score tied 8-8. The Indians trying to get their 3rd victory in a row. One receiver wide to the right, Gluey, is alone in the pistol, stands about his own 14-yard line. 2 receivers wide to the left. As we are set for play. Gluey awaits the snap, back at his own 15. It's a good snap, back to pass. He's just going to scramble off to the left, and he's going to be brought down by the shirt tail for about a 5-yard loss. Ivan Murillo, Mason Winter, Wilson Smith.
I think Mason was the one who had him initially, Dan, and then held on for dear life till the cavalry could come and clean up the mess. But that was a nice job by Mason because he had a little room to scramble.
So a little switch up. Mason Winter now at nose guard. Ivan Murillo left D end. Wilson Smith right D end. 2nd and 15 for Southern Coffee County. Ball now back at their own 15-yard line. 2 receivers wide to the right. Now motion by Herrera. Back to pass is Gluey. He's going to scramble. He's under pressure and he throws it out of bounds. He was under pressure by Mason Winter. Good job by Winter getting in there quick.
Yeah, I think they're giving Stone King a blow on the sidelines, and that moves Mason in at nose guard. And Mason's not nearly as big and strong as Stone King, but he's got a little more quickness, and when they're going to drop back and pass, that quickness comes in handy chasing down that quarterback.
Definitely, Stone King had been in the backfield, but definitely a difference by Winter. Got in there just a little bit quicker and was able to chase towards Gluey and made him get rid of that ball. It's 3rd down and 15. So see if the Indians defense can hold up on this 3rd and long on a 1st and 20, the last drive. They let Walters get away and score a long touchdown and get Southern Coffee County out of trouble. Gluey is going to throw an out pattern, and it's going to be falls incomplete. Little contact, but it was when the ball was getting there, so it was clean. It'll be 4th down and 15.
Yeah, nice job on the pass coverage, Dan. No slip-ups in the coverage and leaving guys wide open. And even if he would have caught it, he probably still would have been about, Landon was right there, he would have been about 6-7 yards short.
Back in punt formation is Southern Coffee County. Watrick awaits the football about his own 30. It's a good punt. Watrick awaits it, and he fumbles it, and Southern Coffee County recovers. And it's Southern Coffee County football at the Indians' 32-yard line, 33-yard line. 1st and 10 for Southern Coffee County as Watrick muffs that punt.
Yeah, that's not the break we needed right now, but, you know, like I said, it's a windy night. Those punts are coming in with a funny spin on them, and you're a sophomore, haven't got a lot of experience catching punts. You know, it just kind of slipped out of his hands. He'll get the next one, though.
You could tell the wind was affecting it as he took off running forward after that and went off his fingertips, and Southern Coffee County player Johnny on the spot right there to recover that fumble. 1st and 10 for Southern Coffee County from the Indians' 33-yard line. First turnover of the game by either team. 2 receivers wide to the right. Gluey in the pistol. Now motion by Herrera. High snap. Gluey pulls it down. He looks, has time. Now he's going to scramble, running to the left. Hit hard. Watrick comes up and pops him. And it's going to be a loss on the play of about 2 or 3 yards.
Wow, Kaiser did a nice job. He kind of stayed back and was in pass coverage, and when he saw the quarterback was going to run, he just turned on the speed and hit him head on, going as fast as he could. It was a nice shot by Kaiser.
I think he might be a little unhappy with himself because of the previous play. Maybe that'll shake the cobwebs loose and let him shake it off there. 2nd down and 12 for Southern Coffee County. Good D-back coverage by the Indians. Nowhere for Gluey to throw it the last couple times.
Yeah, other than the one play that we lost the kid in coverage, the defense has done a nice job first quarter, Dan.
Trips to the left, single to the right, Gluey in the backfield. See if the Indians can get in there and get some pressure on him. Gluey back to pass. It's going to be an out pattern, and Beechner brings him down, but not until about a 7-yard gain. It's number 28 on the reception. We don't have a Don't have a number for number 28 on the roster, so we apologize for that. Third down and 7. Ball crosses the 30 to the Indians' 29-yard line. 43 seconds left to go here in the first. Score tied 8-8. Southern Coffee County in Indians territory off the muff punt by Watrick. I formation, jumbo package backer. Big number 30 is the fullback.
He's a big
Emmons.
kid. Yes.
Gluey up under center for the first time. He's going to hand it. No, he's going to roll to the right, looking to pass. Rolling. Throws it late and knocked loose. I think incomplete pass. Beechner, great coverage on the play. Came up late. Thought he was going to have. That was a good play action rollout. Good defense by the Indians.
Yeah, that was. It looked like they didn't send any of their ends out. The receivers were going to be the backs that they faked the handoff to, and they all got kind of clogged up in the middle, and the play kind of bogged down. Quarterback rolled to his right, and then the fullback that you were talking about, Dan, popped out.
4th and 7. Look where the down marker is, and look where the football is.
We're getting good spots off the pass, incomplete passes, Dan.
If you can see it on the YouTube, it's 4th and 6. The marker's at the 29. The ball's spotted on the 30, so we'll take that extra yard. I formation, no, pistol this time by Gluey. High snap. Going to run the option to the left. Go, shovel pass is incomplete. Flag on the play. Don't know what that might be. Tried a little inside shovel. Make sure this isn't on the Indians.
Maybe an eligible man downfield on that, Dan?
I don't know. It was thrown by the back judge. And it was a little shovel pass as they rolled to the left. I think it is going to be.
Looks like they're looking at Keith if we want to take it or decline it, so it's going to be on them.
Blocking it back against Southern Coffee County decline, so it'll be Indians football. 1st and 10 as they hold on downs. So Watrick's muff punt. Indians defense able to hold up against Southern Coffee County with 10 seconds left to go here in the first. Score tied at 8.
Yeah, I think that's a sign that the team's maturing, Dan. You know, we have that muff pump, and early in the season, I think kids would have been a little down after that and might have given up the touchdown. But this time, the defense late in the season, after the kids have played a little bit, really held strong and did a nice job of forcing the turnover on downs.
1st and 10 for the Indians from their own 29-yard line. I formation. O'Hara at fullback. Watrick tailback. Watrick tries the right side. Nowhere to go. Cut down for a 2-yard loss. A lot of blue jerseys in the backfield.
Yeah, but I like that call, Dan. You know, Kaiser muffed the punt, and you turn around and you give it right back to him to let him know that you still got confidence in him. That's good coaching.
Into the first quarter, score tied at 8. We'll be back after this 1-minute timeout. You know, St. Paul football on Hot 105. Start of the second quarter, score tied at 8. Second down and 11. Indians football at their own 28-yard line. I formation again. O'Hara at fullback, Beechner at tailback. Here comes the snap. Hand off to Beechner off the left side, looking for some running room. Short gain on the play. Going to gain about 2 yards back. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and long. 3rd and 9. Norris into the game. Wilson Smith pulls out of the game. Peters back, runs in from the sideline with the play. A big 3rd down and 9. Indians with the football at their own 30-yard line.
See what Keith's got in the playbook for 3rd and long, Dan.
Watrick slot to the right. 2 receivers wide to the right. Vincent Smith and Landon Beechner. Peters awaits the snap. It's a good snap. He has some time. He's going to throw it out to Beecher. Caught, and it's going to be close to a first down. Down to the 39 of Southern Coffee County, so it's good for a first down. First and 10. Good pass and catch from Peters to Beechner.
Yeah, that was a nice looking play. Trey took a couple of steps to his right, put the ball right between the numbers on Landon, who was right past the first down markers, and you couldn't have asked for a better play.
First and 10 for the Indians at the SEC 39-yard line, so a big 3rd and 9. Indians get 10 and enough for a first down. 2 receivers wide to the right. Slot to the right is Wattrick. Same set. Peters awaits the snap. It's a good snap. Peters going to keep it off the left side. Now cuts back up the middle. Dodges a couple tackles. Thrown forward, but not until he gains about 6 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 4 for the Indians down to the Southern Coffee County 33-yard line.
Yeah, that was a very patient run by Trey. He kind of waited for the hole to open up and then made a nice cut. And he took a hard hit on that, but he's been taking hard hits all year long, getting up every time.
2nd and call it 4 for the Indians down to the SEC 33-yard line. Stone King up over the football for the Indians. Murillo right guard. 2 receivers wide to the right is Beechner and Smith. Seen this formation a lot. Slot to the right is Wattrick. Peters waits the snap. He's back to pass. Under pressure, rolls to his left, scrambles, going to have a first down and more. And down there's a flag comes in as Peters knocked out of bounds about the 12-yard line, brought down late. And there's a flag clear back at the 37-yard line in the Indians' backfield. So invariably going to be holding against the Indians.
Yeah, that's a tough break. Trey had no one open. Their pass rush got there fast, and he did a great job of eluding the rush and just taking off downfield. Looked like it was going to be a big gain, but I'm going to think maybe on the left side someone had to be holding.
There's a lot of discussion down at the 10-yard line. I don't see no laundry down there.
No.
As the White Hatter holding against the Indians, and it's going to back the Indians clear back up into their own territory. That's going to negate a great run by Peters off the scramble. It'll be 2nd down and long for the Indians. They're going to mark that off from the 37, so it's going to go clear back to the Indians' 34-yard line.
Yeah, that hold took place about 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage, so we lost that as well.
So it's going to be 2nd down and call it 17 for the Indians. 2 receivers. Peters splits wide to the right. Beechner trips to the right. A lot of this is student body to the right. Beechner sets in the pistol, awaits the snap. It's a good snap. He's going to keep it. He's got some run room around the outside. Cuts back to the middle. Away he goes. One man to beat. Oh, he almost broke it. Brought down. Shoestring tackle at the Southern Coffee County 31-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd and short. So a good 2nd down run, getting most of that yardage back. 15-yard run by Beechner. 3rd down and 1 for the Indians.
Yeah, that was a good play, Dan. You could see what Keith was doing there. He basically had an unbalanced line to the right and put every one of his backs up to the right and just hiked it and tried to outflank him, and it worked for a nice big gain.
Same set. Unbalanced to the right, trips to the right in the slot position. Beechner waits the snap. He's going to keep it off the left side this time. Being very patient. He's going to have the first down. He dodges a couple tackles. He's going to have about a gain of 3 on the play. It'll be good for an Indian first down to the Southern Coffee County 27-yard, down to the 27-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Indians. 8:56 left to go in the 2nd period. Score tied at 8.
Yeah, he put the student body right, and he pulled about 3 guys back to the left and tried to catch them off guard. And not a big gainer, but when it's 3rd and short, you just need the first down, and that's what they got.
Stone King up over the football. 1st and 10 for the Indians down to the 27-yard line. Peters awaits the snap. 2 receivers wide to the right. Wattrick set to his left. Peters going to keep it. Tries up the middle. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about it. Good collapse by the defensive ends to bring down Peters. No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10 for the Indians from the Southern Coffee County 27. Indians got down to SEC territory last time, kind of sputtered along once they got down to about the 20-yard lines to see if the Indians can clean it up here and drive this on into the end zone.
Yeah, last drive they got that penalty, that 5-yard penalty that kind of put them in a bad spot. This time they had the hold, but they're so far so good they've been able to overcome that.
Unbalanced to the right. Beechner in the backfield. He's going to keep it. He's got some running room. Cuts back to the center, now to the left, and spun down after about a 5 or 6 yard gain. Well, I don't know if he can get to that sideline or not. He's cut back the last 2 to the middle and got good yardage off of it, but it sure looked like good blocking to the outside.
Yeah, it looked like we had the whole right side collapsed on into the end, and Landon, you know, he probably had the speed to get the outside, but he decided to take the cut back, and it was still a nice gain, puts us in third and short.
Third and call it 3 from the Southern Coffee County 21. Same set, unbalanced to the right. Beechner going to keep it again. Now a flag comes in from the back judge and knocked out of bounds at the 15, invariably holding at the 21-yard line. So that'll back the Indians up again as that flag came in from the back judge all the way back at the 21, right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and that was on the back side of the play, Dan. I'm not sure we needed to be, I mean, you never want to hold, but when you're holding on the opposite side where the play is going, that's not a smart play.
Another good run by Beechner, negated. It'll be a 10-yard penalty. That's going to back the Indians up to the 31-yard line. It'll bring up a replay of third down. It'll be third and call it 15 from the 31. Don't need to get all of it back. Just get part of it back here on third and call it 14 from the 31-yard line. Indians need to get down to SCC 17 for a first down.
Definitely in 4-down territory.
I formation. Watrick at fullback, Beechner at tailback. It's an end around to Vincent Smith. Good block out there. Vincent Smith breaks away. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Good block by big brother Wilson Smith. Leavenly called last week Wilson Safety Smith with 2 safeties against Shotopa, and the Indians score.
Yeah, that was a nice play, a little misdirection. Vincent was kind of lined up as a wing on the right side, and they just brought him back around with all the backs going to the opposite way to get the defense flowing the wrong direction. He had one guy to beat, and the kid missed the tackle, and Vincent turned on the jets and got the touchdown.
Bunch set to the right. Beechner awaits the snap at the 7-yard line. Indians now lead 14-8. Beechner's going to keep it off the left side. He will walk into the end zone. Extra point is good, and the Indians lead 16-8 with 7 minutes left to go in the second period. We'll be back after this 1-minute timeout. You know, St. Paul football on Hot 105.
Want to invite you to come out and support our Lady Indians. Upstate Volleyball will be tomorrow in Uniontown at 3 o'clock. Kicking off for St. Paul, number 64, Ivan Morello. Back to receive for the Titans, number 2, Wade Bluey, and number 45, Mitchell Walters.
Murillo with a drive and kick into the end zone. Touchback. Southern Coffee County football, 1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line. Indians lead 16-8 off of the nice end-around run by Vincent Smith. An extra point good by Landon Beechner.
What was nice about that, Dan, was we had 2 holding penalties on that drive. Early in the season, I don't think we would have overcame 2 holding penalties. This time we were able to keep our, our focus and make the play when we need it, and now we're up 16-8.
1st and 10, Southern Coffee County from their own 15-yard line. Indians defense takes the field. I formation. Emmons at fullback, Herrera at tailback. Run off to the right side, going to be brought down. Nice gain by Walters, the tailback, not Herrera. Walters is 45. It's going to be a 4-yard gain. 2nd down and 6 for Southern Coffee County from their own 19-yard line.
Yeah, that was they haven't ran that formation very often, Dan, but that's just power football. They line up tight with all the ends inside tight, and then they got the big fullback, and they're just trying to pound it up the middle. And on cue, they're spreading it out now.
One receiver to the left, one to the right. Southern Coffee County, no seniors on the squad, so a young squad by them. Gluey in the pistol. One running back set to his right. Now motion from right to left. He's going to pitch it quickly or give it quickly, and it's going to be a first down run. Good hard run by Walters. And he's going to gain 6 on the play, 7. And it's going to be good for a Southern Coffee County first down as they cross the 26-yard line, up to the 26-yard line.
Yeah, they got the first down, but they didn't give up a big play. I think at this point, Dan, with 6 minutes left in the half, make them drive the length of the field, and if they can do it, they can do it. But I tell you what, when you're a team that's kind of struggling like South Coffee County, you've won one game all year, sometimes those long, sustained drives are just hard to come by.
First and 10 for Southern Coffee County from their own 26. Back in the pistol is Gluey. Set to his left is Walters. Gluey's going to keep it coming this way, and he's got some running room. There's a penalty flag coming down as Gluey's down the sideline, knocked out of bounds by Wartrick, awaiting the penalty flag at the 32-yard line. I thought Wilson Smith got held on this side, but no flag come out then, but it come out later.
Yeah, Gluey made that cutback, which was a nice cutback, but I think the reason there was no one there to hit him while he was making the cutback is because they were holding the backside end or maybe the nose guard. Holding
against Southern Coffee County. A lot of penalties on the night on both teams.
Yeah, and big penalties. They all seem to be about a 10-yarder.
No holding's going to back Southern Coffee County up 10 yards. It's going to be first down and 14 for the Titans. Backed up now to their own 22. That negates a big long run by Gluey.
St. Paul was able to overcome some holding penalties last drive. It'll be interesting to see if South Coffee County can return the favor.
5:30 left to go here in the second period. 16-8 Indians lead. 2 receivers wide to the right. Gluey in the pistol. Set to his right, I believe it's Walters. It's going to be a handoff to Walters. He's going to try the left side. He's going to get back. Tries to break loose. Back to the line of scrimmage. He's going to have a short gain on the play. Good hanging on was, I believe, Wilson Smith.
Yeah, Wilson's that right end, and they tried to kind of cut it up in underneath him, and Wilson's able to shed his blocker, and he kind of grabbed on. He ended up sliding down to the ankles and holding on for dear life.
Second down and call it 13 for Southern Coffee County from their own 23-yard line. 4:48 left to go in the first period. Clock running. Indians lead 16-8 over Southern Coffee County. Southern Coffee County breaks huddle. Going to have to hustle up here a little bit. Gluey awaits the snap. Walters, I believe, in the – yep, Gluey's going to keep it. Starts off the left. There's a flag. Wilson Smith was tackled. They threw it. They need to back that flag up about 3 yards. Good arm by the umpire.
I think the wind caught that flag, Dan.
Holding that. And that hold took place right in front of me at the 24-yard line. The flag's at the 26. Holding against Southern Coffee County. Wilson Smith was tackled on the play right here in front of us.
Well, I think
they're going to decline it.
Well, Keith's playing strategy is going to make it's going to be 3rd and about 9, so it's still going to be 3rd and long deep in their territory. But I thought maybe
Coach Wattrick showing confidence in his defense, and it's 3rd down and 9 for Southern Coffee County from their own 27, call it the 28-yard line. They need to get up to the 36-yard line for a first down. Gluey waits the snap, back to pass. He's looking. He's going to roll to his left. He breaks one tackle. Now he's still running, throws back across the middle, and almost picked off by Vincent Smith, knocked to the ground. Good eyes, good coverage by him as Gluey kept that play alive, running to his left, running for his life, threw back across the field, and Vincent Smith tipped it up in the air and couldn't reel it in.
Yeah, Vincent kind of came out of nowhere. Gluey was scrambling around and buying time, and it looked like he threw it back across his body in the middle of the field. It looked like those guys were going to be open, and they were going to end up with a nice play, and Vincent came out of nowhere and knocked it down.
Lind back to punt. Good drive and punt. Takes Wattrick to his left. Now he cuts back to the right. Up to the 20, 25, crosses at 30. He's got some running room and knocked down hard. Boy, he's seen that contact coming. And he dove forward for another yard. Good return by Watrick that time, up to the 32-yard line.
Yeah, it was nice to see him handle that one cleanly and get a good return, Dan, and get his confidence back.
Great punt by Lind. We figured out number 28 is Lind. Had a jersey changed after last game, so number 4 is number 28.
He's had a lot. He's had every punt he's kicked tonight's been very nice.
Up to the line of scrimmage comes the Indians. 1st and 10. Ball spotted at their own 32-yard line. I formation. Watrick at fullback. Beechner at tailback. Here comes the snap. It's a handoff to Beechner. Looks for some running room, and he runs into a host of Titans. Short gain of 1 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
Tried to run that one right up the gut. It looked like for a second there might have been a little bit of a hole there, but they
It looked like a little cutback hole
yeah,
there.
a little cutback lane, but he
didn't see it, I don't
no.
think. As Norris comes into the game and Vincent Smith checks out. It'll be 2nd down and 9 for the Indians from their 33-yard line. I formation again. Watrick to tailback. Beechner at fullback. Look for a little play action here, Ross. Nope, it's going to be pitched to Beechner. Beechner looking for some room, has nowhere to go. Now it cuts back. Now here comes a penalty flag, so this is going to back the Indians way up. See if Southern County elects to take this or decline it, because it's going to be a loss of about 3 on the play, but there's a flag. Sits back at the 29-yard line. Unless that could possibly be a face mask.
It's either, it could be a possible face mask, but I'm going to think it's going to be against us.
Let's see. A flag came in from the umpire. It is a face mask against the Indians, of all people. So, well, we was right on the call. We just had the wrong team.
Yeah.
I just assumed a face mask because it was around where the tackle was being
Yes.
made on Beechner. So I don't know if he tried to stiff arm, got his hand up in the face mask, but they're going to accept the penalty, so it's going to back the Indians way up to their own 20-yard line. Not a clean game by the Indians by no stretch of the imagination so far.
No, it's going to be 2nd down and a country mile, Dan.
2nd down and a country mile, which is equivalent to about 24 yards.
I believe that's right. I think that conversion goes that way.
2 receivers wide to the left. Peters in the pistol. Here comes the snap. He needs to get rid of it. He's under pressure, throws it late, and it's short to Smith as he's hit hard and brought down by Walters, but incomplete pass, so it's going to be 3rd down and long.
Yeah, I think they rushed more guys than we had blockers, and they were coming off the edge pretty clean, and Trey just kind of had to throw that one before he was ready, because Vincent was open in the flat, but he just didn't have time to get his feet set.
3rd down and still that country mile for the Indians from their own 21-yard line. They need to get all the way across midfield to the 38. So Coach Watrick needs to dial up about a 25-yard play here. Beechner to the right, Smith to the left. In the pistol is Peters. Set to his right is Watrick. As he waits the snap, Watrick goes in motion from right to left. Peters going to roll to his left. Throwback has, and he short hops it to Peyton Norris. So it's going to bring up 4th and still that country mile. And the Indians are going to be forced to punt for the first time tonight.
Yeah, that one, I looked like they had defenders there, Dan, so even if he would have caught that, I don't think he would have gotten very far.
4th down and 24 for the Indians. So not a good offensive set for the Indians. Gluey back deep for the Titans. Murillo in punt formation for the first time as he waits the snap. Good snap. End over, end backwards, driving punt. Going to be taken at the 29-yard line. Gluey's got some running room. He's going to be knocked out of bounds after he crosses midfield to about the Indians' 38-yard line.
Nice tackle by Austin O'Hara. Hadn't said his name very much tonight, but he's always playing hard and is kind of in the middle of piles a lot, so you don't see him as often getting his number, but he took a nice open field tackle on the punt returner on that.
1st and 10 for the Titans in Indians territory, so good field position for them. 2:36 left to go here in the first half. Indians lead 16-8. Fast moving first half. Indians need to clean it up on offense. Too many penalties in this first half.
Yeah, again, that drive, we decent field position, and it got cut short by that long face mask penalty.
1 receiver to the left, 1 to the right. Gluey in the pistol. Set to his left is Walters. Now motion from right to left. Gluey's going to keep it. Cuts back up the middle. Good hit by Wilson Smith as he stretched forward, but they're going to call a forward progress Gluey stuck that ball out there kind of recklessly. It's going to be a short gain on the play, a gain of 1. Going to be second down and 9.
They keep trying to test that left side or right St. Paul's right side with Wilson Smith over there, and he's done a very nice job of shutting that down all night.
Second down and 9. Clock running. 2:07 left to go in the first. Indians lead 16-8.
Both
A lot of time in the huddle here, Ross.
Yeah, both teams have all their timeouts, but South Coffee County is not getting it in a big hurry.
Gluey in the pistol. Set to his left is Walters. Wide to the left is Lind. Now Walters slips to the right of Gluey. Boy, how come the count hasn't started yet? Good snap. Walters, running room up the middle. He's going to be brought down short of the first down, but nice running room by the line of scrimmage, making a hole for Walters. It's going to be third down and, call it 4. Down to the Indians' 33-yard line.
There was Austin O'Hara, Dan. That's second tackle he's gotten in the last 3 plays, so nice job by Austin. Good open field tackle. I think he was trying to make a cutback, and Austin was right there.
1:15 left to go in the first half. Third down and 4. You'd think that Gluey, or they would run a little play action at some point, but now it's just going to be trips to the left, a single to the right. Gluey in the pistol. See if this is a Gluey awaits the snap. High snap, under a little pressure, gets around the first guy, Murillo. Watrick trying to ride him down, knocked out of bounds. I believe he's going to be short of the first down, so it's going to bring up fourth down and short. Clock stops with 51 seconds left to go in the first. Indians lead 16-8.
I'm sure they'll go for it, Dan, but they've let a lot of time kind of slip away on this drive. They've got 3 timeouts left, so they can stop it if they need to.
Fourth and a long one, about 1.5 yards. They need to get down to the Indians' 29.5-yard line. Ball sets about to 31. And it is fourth and 1.5 yards. Clock stopped with Gluey getting tackled out of bounds.
So, Dan, if you're Keith, do you blitz the house to try to stop them tight, or you play it safe?
I'm going to guess that you'll hand this to Walters, so I'd tighten up. And here comes the snap. He gives it to Walters. Right side, ball's loose. Walters picks it up, and Watrick poked that ball loose, and he comes back and makes a tackle. Good job by Kaiser Watrick as he poked it out and then makes the tackles. Walters had to retreat to go get it.
Yeah, the way Kaiser shot through that hole, I think Keith must have sent him on a stunt, and he got there and poked the ball loose, and he had the wherewithal to keep hustling and keep trying, and he ended up with the fumble recovery.
First and 10 for the Indians. Yeah, Indians held on down because Walters picked that ball back up, and Watrick just made the tackle and held on down, so it was a loss. First and 10 for the Indians. Beechner, the single wide out to the right. Slot to the right is a Watrick. Peters awaits the snap. Here's the snap. It's a low snap. It rolls to Peters. He throws it deep. Going for Beechner, and Beechner covered there by Lynn. And it falls incomplete, so the clock stopped with 39 seconds left. Indians lead 16-8.
Yeah, they tried a double move out here with Landon. He went and started to cut up to the inside on a post move, and then went back out to the outside, but number 28, Lind didn't bite on it. He was right there covering. It was good coverage by South Coffee County because it was man-to-man coverage out there.
Man coverage. He was the only guy out there.
Yeah.
So anyway, Beechner could have reeled that in. Second down and 10. Ball still spotted at the 35.
I think Keith got the fastest kid on the field, Landon. I'm sure Keith's going to try to get it in his hands somehow, some way.
Wide to the right is Beechner. Slot to the right is Watrick. Peters awaits the snap. Low snap. He's going to keep it. He's got some running room. Down the sideline, goes out of bounds, and he does go out of bounds. Clock stops. He crosses midfield down to the Southern Coffee County 31, so it could quarterback scramble by Beechner with 32 seconds left to go in the half. Indians still with 3 timeouts, Ross.
They still have 3 timeouts. I don't know.
But now they start the clock, so Coach Watrick does call a timeout quickly as he probably thought he went out of bounds. As he's asking, didn't he go out of bounds? Because he did wave and stop the clock, and then the umpire started the clock.
Yeah, I think they just stopped the clock to move the chains, but Keith thought that meant they went out of bounds and didn't call the timeout right away. Maybe lost 2 seconds on the clock, so it wasn't too bad. But
I think they stopped it because of the first down.
Yeah.
And then they wound it once the got set. So we'll go ahead and stay here during this timeout. 27 seconds left to go here in the first half. Indians lead 16-8. First and 10 at the 31-yard line. Indian defense playing pretty well this first half, Ross, but the offense not the cleanest half in the world.
No, kind of our own worst enemy at times. We've had 2 drives that we had a penalty at the wrong time and kind of just killed the drive when maybe we would have had a chance to score. And even on one of our touchdowns, Dan, we still had to overcome 2 penalties. So I think if they can clean up the penalties in the second half, it's going to make a huge difference.
First and 10 for the Indians from the Titan 31-yard line. Ethan Stone King up over the football. Last 2 snaps have been awful low. See if Stone King can correct that and get the ball up a little bit. Beechner to the right. Slot to the right is Watrick. Peters in the pistol. Here comes the snap. Peters got time and throws it out, and it's short. And it's going to bring up second down and 10 as it falls incomplete as that pass bounced well short of Beechner on the out. 24 seconds left to go here in the first half. Indians lead 16-8.
Yeah, South Coffee County, the left defensive end got in there pretty quick, and Trey just didn't have a chance to get his feet set and get his body into that throw, and it bounced short. But you know, that's not so much your quarterback's fault when you know he's got someone hanging on his ankles trying to make that throw.
Beechner wide to the right. Watrick slot to the right. Peters, same set. Peters in the pistol. Good snap. Peters just going to keep it. Cuts back to the middle, spins away. Going to have about a 5-yard gain. Timeout by Coach Watrick with 19 seconds left to go in the half. So we'll be back after this 1-minute timeout. You're with St. Paul football on Hot 105. Welcome back. 3rd down and 4 out of the timeout. Peters option. Ball's loose. Watrick lets it roll out of bounds. Probably a wise move, stopping the clock as they tried to run the option to the right. It's going to be a loss of 2 yards. With 14 seconds left, it's going to bring up 4th down and 7 as fumble out of bounds. Clock stopped. 29-yard line. So it's going to be 4th and 7 from the 29.
Yeah, that was going to be a speed option to the right, Dan, and the snap was a little low, and it delayed the timing on that, and then it kind of things went downhill from there.
In the pistol, 2 receivers wide to the right. Peters awaits the snap. Set to his left is Watrick. Motion from left to right is Watrick. Back to pass. Under pressure, needs to get rid of it, and does. Has Smith back there, and he gets knocked loose at the last second as Smith was behind the coverage of Lynn. Somehow Lynn knocks it out at the last second. It just didn't quite have enough. Peters was under duress. He got hammered right when he threw it, and it just about a yard short. Smith had to hold up just a second. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for Southern Coffee County from their own 29.
Yeah, we were about 6 inches away from having another touchdown right before the half, Dan.
Timeout. Southern Coffee County. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout. You're listening to St. Paul football on Hot 105.
Taken by the Titans.
Welcome back. 1st and 10 for Southern Coffee County from their own 29-yard line. 8 seconds left to go in half. Indians lead 16-8 on this chilly night here in St. Paul.
Been pretty lucky this year, Dan. This is about the first cold game we've had all season.
It is about the first game all season. It was pretty chilly up at Colony Crest that night, but besides that, it's been awful nice football weather. Gluey awaits the pistol, two receivers high snap. He reels it in, rolls to his right, going to throw it deep over the head of Walters with 2 seconds left. Incomplete pass. It'll be 2nd down and 10. I don't see any flags. So 2nd down and 10 for Southern Coffee County from their own 29-yard line. Clock stopped. 2 seconds left to go in the first half. Indians lead 16-8. Good football game here tonight. Indians battling with the Titans of Southern Coffee County. 2nd and 10 from their own 29-yard line. Gluey comes in from the sideline with the play. Excuse me. As they break huddle, taking forever in the huddle. Lind comes wide to the right as well as Herrera. Walters set to the right of Gluey. He waits the snap. Now he wants Walters to go in motion. He does go in motion. Boy, he was going forward towards the line of scrimmage. Terrible. There we go. You can move horizontal, but Walters was almost past the line of scrimmage. And when he went in motion, and they do, false start penalty. It's going to back Southern Coffee County up 5 yards. A little pick six action would be good here, Ross.
It'd help them stay warm at halftime, Dan, if they got that.
Yes, it would.
Yeah, I thought that was arena football for a second where you could be going forward on the line of scrimmage on the snap.
Yeah, I thought he was running the wheel route and getting a head start. It'll be 2nd down and 15, Southern Coffee County. Now the ball spotted at their own 24-yard line. Maybe we can have a little, maybe Wilson Smith can knock the ball loose and Mason Winter pick it up and run for a touchdown. Let's see what happens here. 2nd down and 15.
That's the way I'd draw it up if I were coaching, Dan.
One receiver to the right, one to the left. Gluey in the pistol. Set to his right is Walters.
D-backs are back on Highway 59 waiting for this one.
It's going to be just a hand. Oh, it's a double flea flicker. Lindy back to pass. Going to throw it for Gluey, and it's going to be picked off by Peters. And that's going to bring the first half to us end. And the Indians are going to lead 16-8 here at halftime. We'll be back with a halftime show after this 2-minute timeout. You listen to St. Paul football on Hot 105. Well, welcome back to Miles Field here in St. Paul, where the Indians lead over the Titans 16-8 here in halftime in a pretty good first half of football. Not the greatest half in the world by the Indians offense. Too many penalties in that first half, but I thought their defense played pretty decent, Ross.
Yeah, the defense did a really good job at holding South Coffee County in check. They had the one big pass play for 66 yards, but other than that, Coffee County was not really able to ever string together, too many first downs in a series. Now, if you're Coffee County, you might point to they also had a lot of penalties, Dan.
Yes.
I know, like stats-wise, Gluey only had 25 yards, but he probably had 2 or 3 runs that were called back, where he probably would have put him closer to 70 or 80 yards. But the same thing can be said by the Indians. Coming out of this half, we've had 2 turnovers, or 1 turnover, and a whole boatload of penalties, and yet we're still up 16-8. So when you're not playing, you're executing your best on offense, but you can still be up by a touchdown. You really can't complain too much.
Yeah, the Indians trying to finish the season off here at Miles Field with a victory and be the number 3 seed in the district, where they will probably have to travel to Hartford next. You don't want to be that number 4 seed, because you'll have to travel up and play Lebo. Lebo undefeated on the season and have an excellent season, so that would be an awful tough opponent in the first round of the playoffs. So you want to finish it off here at Miles Field, come out with a little fire in your belly. It's a cool night here in St. Paul, so see if the Indians can come out. They're going to start with football to start this third period, so see if they can get something going offensively, Ross.
Yeah, and the offense, honestly, when they've avoided the penalties, the offense has been pretty good. Trey has 56 yards rushing. Landon Beechner has 55 yards rushing. Kaiser's got 17, and then Vincent Smith only had 1 run, but that was a nice 31-yard run. So, we've been able to move the ball on the ground. It just seems like, we get in a good spot, get close to the goal line, and the penalty just kind of shoots ourselves in the foot.
Sub-state volleyball tomorrow at Uniontown. The Indians play their opening round match at 3 p.m. at Uniontown, so not too long a road trip for you to take to go watch the Indians in sub-state volleyball tomorrow, Ross.
Yeah, congratulations to the Lady Indians and the Lady/Hornets. I don't know how they call it, but we ended up winning the league this year. So I know Chitopa won it last year, but it's the first time I think the Lady Indians have won league in volleyball in quite a while. So they've had a nice solid season, and hopefully it can continue tomorrow at Sub-State. I think they're opening games against Humboldt.
Now, was that co-champions or outright?
It was co-champions with Uniontown. I think both teams didn't play all the league games because of COVID issues, but yeah, I think we were 8-1 in league, and they were 7-1 in league. And so we were co-champs, but, all in all, a pretty nice year. Yeah,
good job by Coach Westhoff, Coach Haight, and the Lady Indian Hornets volleyball team. And like I said, go watch them in action tomorrow. First round opponent is?
It is Humboldt.
Humboldt.
Yep, and if we win, we'll play, in all likelihood, Colgan, number 1 team in the state. So if we're going to do it, we're going to do it the hard way.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. If you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. So with 6:38 left to go here in halftime festivities, the score is 16-8. We're going to take another 2-minute timeout. We'll come back from that 2-minute timeout. Ross will polish off all the first half stats for you. So we'll be back after this 2-minute timeout. You're listening to St. Paul football on Hot 105.
If you have lost a cell phone, the concession stand has that. It was lost on the St. Paul side of the football field. The concession stand has that phone if you have lost it.
Welcome back to Miles Field. About 5 or 6 minutes left in the half. The St. Paul Indians have a nice 16-8 lead at halftime. So considering all the mistakes, and I say mistakes, penalties, they're made from kids playing hard, and it's nice to see that the Indians are able to maintain that 16-8 lead. Looking at some of the halftime stats, I think I mentioned some of the rushing stats earlier. Leading rusher is Trey Peters with 56 yards, and right behind him is Landon Beechner with 55 yards. Both those guys had a did a nice job rushing the ball. Kaiser Weitrick chipped in with 17 yards, and Vincent Smith had that nice 31-yard touchdown play on the misdirection, or run on that misdirection play to give the Indians that 8-point lead. Passing for the Indians, not a lot of time for the quarterback, so he hasn't been able to get his feet set like he'd like, and so he's only 2 for 8, but a couple of big places, one to Mr. Norris for 11 yards, and then Landon Beechner had a 12-yard reception as well. Looking at South Coffee County stats, their quarterback, Mr. Gluey, has a 25 yards rushing, then 45. Mr. Walters has 27 yards rushing. And then passing-wise, they kind of struggled as well. And maybe the wind tonight is affecting both teams passing because they were only 2 for 6. But one of those was a big 66-yard touchdown pass early in this first quarter when they tied the game up at 8. I think looking at the game, it's kind of the theme is penalties on both sides. South Coffee County has had a couple of big runs called back on penalties. St. Paul's had a couple of drives deep into South Coffee County territory that got stalled out by penalties. I think that's affecting both teams. Turnovers, St. Paul had one fumble on the punt, and then South Coffee County, I believe, had 2 turnovers with a fumble and an interception. You look at the second half, probably the key is who can clean up the penalties and who can keep from turning the ball over. Whichever team's done that is probably going to come out of this in pretty good shape. Got a couple of, still about 3 or 4 minutes left in the half. Let's take another 2-minute break.
To turn up the volume, Ross. Welcome back to Miles Field here in St. Paul. Indians lead here at halftime, 16-8, as both teams come back out and start warming up here for the second half. Indians are going to start with football, and boy, Ross, you'd like to see them put together a good drive coming out of halftime here.
Yeah, if they could come out and really get either a big play or a sustained drive and maybe get 2 scores up on South Coffee County, I think that'd do a lot for our morale and a lot for maybe them not having a lot of morale.
Yeah, as the Indians get out back, both teams back out on the field warming up. As we stated earlier, the Indians trying to come in as the number 3 seed. They'll travel to Hartford. That'll be a Thursday night game next week, and we assume it'll be 7 p.m., but there will be a phone call made Monday morning to get that game time set up by Coach McCracken / the athletic director, but it will be next Thursday night.
Yeah, fortunately for St. Paul, we won't have school on Friday, so the kids will be in good shape. Not have to worry about getting home late.
And it will be most probably on the road unless Chautauqua can somehow upset Waverly tonight, and then the Indians have a possibility of having the number 2 seed. So we'll see it happens. The Indians, if you look at the playoff picture, yeah, the maximum points you can get is 21 points, so you have to win by at least that many. So the Indians need to do everything they can here, and in all honesty, they need to try to beat Southern Coffee County by at least 21 here, just in case Chautauqua can't upset Waverly.
Yeah, I think, of course, Dan, early in the season when the team was really struggling, and I think we started out 0-4, I think you would have said, no way we were going to get the 3 seed, let alone have a chance for the 2 seed. So can't be disappointed with the 3 seed, although it would sure be nice and maybe give us an opponent that we match up with better if we could slip into that 2 spot.
Yeah, I thought the Indians started their season pretty decent against Sedan. Sedan, a good ball team. I mean, the score was 38-0 at the end of the night, but I thought defensively the Indians played pretty good. The Indians have struggled offensively. Pretty much that's been their Achilles heel all season long. But after that, the Indians kind of went through a few growing pains as Coach Watrick really had to keep coaching them up, and then down stretch here they played much better.
Yeah, we get the win tonight, and of course we still got a half to go, and it's a very close game, but that'd be 3 out of the last 4 games would come away with a win, Dan, and I think that just shows that you started out the season with some young kids playing tough teams, that they've grown as the season has gone along.
We're going to have 3 holes to fill next year, big holes. Ethan Stone King, Ivan Murillo, and Wilson Smith, big in 3 different ways, 3 seniors and both, all 3 big, as in 6'2" or 3 and 200+ pounds. So there'll be a lot of big holes to fill on the line of scrimmage for the Indians.
Yeah, you're going to have all your skill positions back, but man, those big 3 up front, are going to be hard to replace. Stone Kings has been a starter. He started last year, and he got playing time as a sophomore. Ivan's gotten a lot of playing time the last few years. Wilson Smith really had a good last year and this year, and those guys are going to be missed. Ivan, he might be the biggest kicker in Southeast Kansas at 6'3", 240 pounds. We're going to miss him kicking the ball. So, like we said, tonight's kind of the unofficial senior night, Dan.
It is. Seniors. Indians are going to return this kick. I don't know who's lined up on the wrong side, but when you get it figured out here, we're going to fight over which side we're going, which direction we're going.
Yeah, Dan, it's pretty cool tonight, and I looked down in the bleachers. I think everybody went to their cars at halftime, and I'm not sure they're coming back.
Yeah. The Indians are going to receive the kick going from right to left on your radio dial from east to west. If the north wind hasn't let up a bit, and if we could have went and sat in the car, we probably would have at halftime. And as a matter of fact, on a rare occasion, both teams went to their bus at halftime, so even the players a little cool. Landon Beechner stands back, awaits the kick at about the 8-yard line. 3 upbacks is Trey Peters, Matthew Lestico, and Kaiser Watrick.
Mr. Lestico, he's gotten some playing time this season as a freshman. He's done a nice job coming in there.
Yeah, Matthew, a young freshman, Coach Watrick at the first football meeting before football practice started went over weight room stuff, and Matthew come in pretty green as far as the weight room. Landon fumbles the snap. It's loose on the ground. He picks it up. He's going to have a nice return up the middle up to the 25-yard line, 1st and 10 from our own 25. But anyway, Matthew had a nice gains in the weight room. As Coach Watrick stated, he didn't really know what he was doing when he got there. And by the end of the season, he's a big, strong kid. So look for good things out of this young freshman class in the future.
Yes.
And sophomore class.
Yes. They're going to get lots of playing time next year, that's for sure.
Peters comes in from the sideline with the play. 1st and 10. I think it's essential for the Indians to try to put together a drive here, any kind of drive, and set a little momentum. 1 to the right, 1 to the left for the Indians. Peters in the pistol. Set to his right is Watrick. Here comes the snap. It's going to be a handoff to Watrick. He's going to try the left side. He is met in the backfield 3 yards deep. So not a good start by the Indians. Cody Bright brings him down from the linebacker, or from the down lineman position.
Yeah, they tried to block him one-on-one out on the edge, and he was he was able to get around, and Kaiser just didn't have anywhere to go for about a 2-yard loss.
Second down and 12. A bunch set to the right. Beechner in the pistol, stands back at his own 18-yard line. Here comes the snap. Beechner's going to keep it to the right side. Now he's going to cut back, and he's going to be cut down. He's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage. Not quite. And it's going to be third down and a mile for the Indians. Third down and call it 11.
For a brief second there, he started to make that cutback, and it looked like there was going to be a nice big lane for him, but give credit to South Coffee County because the defender closed it off at the last second.
Third down and 11 for the Indians from their own 24-yard line. 2 receivers wide to the left. In the pistol is Peters. Slot to the left is Watrick. It's a good snap, low snap. He's got some time, rolls to his left, throws it late, and it's going to fall incomplete as he was hit. As Watrick and Peters both get up off the ground, it's going to be fourth down and 11.
Yeah, I think the D end on that side, Kaiser was trying to block him and kind of pushed Kaiser back into Trey, and they both kind of tangled up their feet and got up slow.
Looks to be a 3 and out for the Indians, and not the start they was looking for here, as in punt formation is Murillo. Back deep is Gluey, stands back about his 24-yard line. Murillo awaits the snap. It's a good snap. End over backwards punt, going to sail out of bounds, and not a great punt. Clear up towards the 36-yard line. First and 10, so just a flip and field position of 19 yards. 19-yard punt by Murillo. First and 10 for Southern Coffee County from their own 36.
Yeah, we got that crosswind coming from the north, and if it just angles off your foot a little bit going back to the south, that wind's going to catch it and push it out fast, and that's what happened there.
First and 10 for Southern Coffee County from their own 36. Not a lot of fire out of the locker room for the Indians in that first possession.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach Whitrick would have liked to maybe at least get a first down or two to kind of keep the momentum going.
Herrera into the backfield. Now motioned by Lynn from right to left. Gluey waits the snap. High snap. He's going to keep it off the left side. Running option. Pitches it late. Boy, he's hit hard by Wilson Smith. Was Gluey, and he got the pitch off to Herrera, and he's brought down for no gain. I didn't do a very good job calling that play because Wilson Smith just smoked Gluey right when he pitched it. He did the right thing. He took a choice. I got the quarterback, and he took the quarterback.
Yeah.
Second down and 10, no gain on the play. Good pursuit by the rest of the Indians. Cut down Herrera on that pitch.
Yeah, that's the kind of play you hope the coach doesn't send in someone and says, hey, he said run the same thing again, because he got hammered pretty hard.
Second down and 10 for Southern Coffee County. No gain on the play. One receiver to the right. Just one to the right. Gluey in the pistol, back to pass. Looking to his right, under pressure by Winter. Gets away from him. He throws it late, has a man, Walters, down the sideline, wide open again. So another broken coverage as Gluey kept that alive, and it's going to be good for a first down, clear down to the Indians' 26-yard line. I don't know where Walters is leaking out from on that scramble play. But again, he leaks out of that backfield and has a good pass and catch as Mason Winter was in hot pursuit of Gluey but couldn't chase him down. Gluey got away and found Walters on the sideline.
Yeah, it looked like we had him, all their backs or all the receivers covered early in that play, but the quarterback Gluey did such a nice job of scrambling and buying time that eventually he just kind of, like you said, sprung free and just kind of no one within 10 yards of him on that.
Emmons, or I formation, handoff to the tailback, Walters. Mason Winters in the backfield chops him down for a 3-yard loss. Call it a loss of 2. It'll be, a loss of 3. Second down and 13. Ball now backed up.
Yeah, Mason Winters had some nice plays on defense tonight, Dan. He was in at nose guard earlier and got good pressure on the quarterback. I think he had a sack and did a nice job of not letting the running back get around him on the left end and dropped him for a 3-yard loss.
9:06 left to go here in the third period. 16-8 Indians lead. Second down and 13. Ball now backed up to the 28-yard line of the Indians. In the pistol is Gluey. One receiver wide to the right, two to the right, one to the left. And ball's loose on the ground. Mason Winter knocks that football loose. 2 plays in a row by Winter. Johnny on the spot is Ethan Stone King. So the Indians with the first turnover of the night. That's 2 good plays in a row by Mason Winter.
Yeah, Mason just got through and knocked the ball loose, and Ethan Stone King was doing a very good job of shoving the center back into the backfield, and he looked down, and there was the ball right there for him.
First and 10 for the Indians. Now let's use this momentum and get something going offensively here.
Yeah, at halftime we talked about penalties and turnovers, Dan, and we got the first break of the second half with that turnover.
Right up the line of scrimmage comes the Indians, power formation, O'Hara and Smith. Now O'Hara goes in motion. Beechner loses it. The ball's loose, and it's another turnover. Boy, I don't know what Landon was doing there, but he didn't dive on anything. He reached down with one hand, and Southern Coffee County, and they give it right back to Southern Coffee County.
Yeah, I spoke too soon on the turnover breaks, Dan, because that one, it was kind of at his feet, and he didn't grab it initially, and I think he had time to maybe jump back on it, but he just didn't get it done, and then South Coffee County was right there on the ball.
Back-to-back turnovers on each team, so we're right back to where we started. First and 10 for Southern Coffee County. Bunch set to the right, Gluey in the pistol. Takes a snap, back to pass. Winter in chase again, throws it late, almost picked off by Watrick and knocks it down. Second down and 10 from the 30.
Yeah, that was a nice job. Again, Mason Winter was flushing him out of the pocket. He didn't have time to set his feet, so he kind of threw the pass, and Kaiser was in good position. Had a good chance to pick that one off.
Second down and 10 for Southern Coffee County, 8:36. I thought, man, the Indians was going to take advantage of that momentum. And the very first play, they turn it right back over to Southern Coffee County. It'll be second down and 10 for Southern Coffee County from the Indians' 30-yard line. 2 receivers wide to the right. In the pistol is Gluey. Set to his right is Walters. Hand off to Walters off the left side. Cuts back, but 2 Indians there. Smith and Stone King. The 2 it's O'Hara and Stone King, junior and the senior. And it'll be third down and 11 for Southern Coffee County.
Yeah, Ethan's done a nice job of really clogging up the middle and not giving him a lot of cutbacks, and Austin O'Hara did a nice job of flushing him right into Ethan, and they both made the nice tackle.
Third down and 11 for SCC from the Indians' 32-yard line. Big third down play for the Indians defense here. See if they can contain Gluey. 3 slot receivers to the right. Lynn Walters and number 3, and it's scrambled by Gluey. He's going to be 2. There's a flag comes in late, but he's going to be sacked by 2 seniors, Stone King and Wilson Smith. Big loss on the play. Clear back to midfield. See if this is holding. If this is holding, you want to decline it.
Looks like it is.
It is. Decline that thing. It'll be fourth down and a train ride for SCC.
Not good when you hold, Dan, and you're still not able to keep him from getting the sack. I tell you what, the front line tonight has done a very nice job on defense. Stone King, Wilson Smith, and Mason Winter really have contained the South Coffee County rushing attack very well.
They really set the tone defensively here to start this third period, but the Indians offense, nobody back deep for the Indians. Nobody gets back. It's going to be a free kick by Lynn. It's going to be a high backwards kick. I don't know what the mix-up. Get away means get away. That's pretty clear. Coach Watrick explains it again. Ball's down at the Indians' 21-yard line, so it'll be first and 10 for the Indians from the 21.
I guess when he's telling them to get away, he wants them to get away from the ball, Dan.
Cooper Newberry into the game for the Indians. First and 10 for the Indians from their own 21-yard line. Peters in from the sideline. Ethan Stone King gets a blow. Cooper Newberry checks back into the game. Cooper Newberry up over the football. 3 slot receivers to the right. Beechner in the pistol again. Coach Watrick going right back to Landon. Good snap this time. Beechner going to keep it, cuts back to the middle. Met by a host of Southern Coffee County Titans. Going to be a short gain of the play. Called a gain of 2. It'll be second down and 8 as the ball's across the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Yeah, they tried to outflank South Coffee County with the trips right and the unbalanced line, and it worked a couple of times in the first half, but it looks like maybe South Coffee County made an adjustment where he was able to plug that one up.
Trey Peters in from the sideline with the play. Cooper Newberry up over the football. I formation. Watrick up fullback. He's a tailback. Beechner at tailback. Hand off to Landon off the left side. He's got some running room. Shoulder pad down. Close to a first down. It's going to be about right at the marker. See where they spot it. Maybe just inches short. And he is, I believe, going to be inches short. It's going to be third down and short.
Nice hard run by Landon, though. Just I formation, run it right up the gut. And he took a hard hit at the end, but he popped right back up. And like I said, it's third and short.
Clock continues to run. 6:13 left to go in the third. Indians lead 16-8.
You know, I think, Dan, that St. Paul deserves credit because they turned that ball over and the defense was able to hold to get this ball back. I think that might be key to the game.
Two receivers wide to the right. Slot to the right is Watrick. Peters with a good run. Hit hard by number 30, but he's going to have a good 3-yard hard run by Peters. Going to be a first down for the Indians across the 32 to the 33-yard line.
He got hit so hard, Dan, I went ahead and rounded that one up, gave him 4 yards instead of 3. I think he deserved that one. He deserved that extra yard.
5:50 left to go here in the third, 16-8. Ross padding the stats for Trey Peters.
Always round up.
Always round up. 2 to the right for the Indians. Peters awaits the snap in the pistol. Slot to the right is Watrick. It's a good snap. He drops it. He just dives on it wisely. And it's going to be a loss of 4 on the play back to the 29-yard line. Now, you remember, Ross, and I'm going to call this at some point tonight, see if Coach Watrick does at some point tonight. First game of the season, Ivan Murillo and Trey Peters had a nice game together.
Yeah.
Peters throwing to Murillo coming from that tight end position. We have yet to see that again all year long, so I'm going to call that at some point tonight where Murillo is going to drag across the field from that weak side tight end position.
Yeah, and if you can get him 10 yards down the field, he's a big kid to try to bring down, too. So
he's not going to do it now because he's playing a guard. Beechner in the pistol. 3 receivers slot to the right. It's going to run to the weak side. Beechner is going to be tackled in backfield by Walters as O'Hara misses the tackle. Coming off the end by Walters. Couldn't get over here quick enough was O'Hara for that lead block, and it's going to be another loss of 5. It's going to be third down. Call it 19 yards. Ball spotted at the 24-yard line. So Indians offense still struggling to get on track here in the third quarter.
Yeah, it's not been the start I think that Coach Whitrick was hoping for on that play. The O'Hara was kind of blocking him to the outside, and the running back tried to go to the outside, so we ended up pushing the blocker right into the running back, and it didn't work obviously at that point.
Coach Watrick going to call a timeout here. I don't know that they are doing it. Anyway, timeout St. Paul with 4:02 left to go in the third. 16-8 is the score. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout. You're listening to St. Paul football on Hot 105.
We're good.
I don't even know how you do that. Welcome back with 4:02 left to go in the third. Indians lead 16-8, which was kind of chuckling about was not. It seemed like Southern Coffee County had been taking forever in the huddles in between plays, and I've never seen the back judge or the white umpire start a count. Well, Coach Watrick is going to obviously call a timeout, and he was waiting for the clock to run since we're leading here, and he got tired of looking at him to start the count, so he just finally called a timeout. I don't know if they are running a play clock in between plays.
Just maybe it's frozen tonight, Dan.
It's going to be third down and a mile. Got a little playing stoppage as a chain gang guy running across the field. Here we go. One receiver to the right. Up under center. Here it is, Ross. I'm going to call it right here. Motion from right to left. Nope, it's going to be a reverse to Beechner. Looks for some room. Has it. Down the sideline he goes, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds at midfield. It's going to bring fourth down and short. He needed about 3 more yards. Needed 1 more cutback. He's knocked out of bounds. Clock stopped. See what Coach Watrick elects to do. The ball spotted at midfield. The Indians need to get down. to the Southern Coffee County 37-yard line for a first down. I expect Coach Wattrick will go for it here.
It's the riverboat gambler in him, Dan, midfield.
Nope.
Clinging to one
He is
touchdown.
in
Nope, he's going to punt.
Punt formation is Murillo in punt formation. And he is going to punt, gets it off. It's going to bounce about the 15 and rolls out of bounds about the 8-yard line. It's a good punt by Murillo. As rare punt by the Indians. It'll be first and 10 for the Titans from their own 8.
Yeah, Dan, I think the way the defense is playing tonight is what caused Keith to decide to go ahead and punt that. We're not giving up, any long sustained drives, and so instead of maybe not getting that first down and giving South Coffee County great field position, it's going to be punt it and try to pin them back deep. And, it's obviously worked because they're going to have the ball at about the 10-yard line, and the defense have been playing very tough, so it'll probably work out for them.
Yeah, we're in Wilson Safety Smith territory right here, so we're in pretty good shape. 2 receivers slot to the left. Walters sits behind Gluey. It's going to be a pitch to Walters off the left side, looking for some running room. Smith spins him down. He may have got back to the line of scrimmage, may have short gain. Let's see where they spot it at. It'll be second down and call it 10.
There again, they tried to test Wilson Smith on that right end, and he was up for the challenge. Held him to no gain on that.
3:23 left to go in the third. Indians lead 16-8, second down and 10. Maybe a little bit of a loss on the play, according to the chain gang. Ball spotted about the 8-yard line. Southern Coffee County's own 8. Gluey looks at his wrist for the play. 1 receiver to the left, 1 to the right. Set to the right of Gluey is Walters. Good snap, back to pass, rolling to his right, looks deep for the out, over the head of Lynn by a country mile. Lynn kind of came open. Vincent Smith on the coverage, falls incomplete. That'll stop the clock with 2:53 left to go in the third.
Tried a double move over there, Dan. Broke to the inside, then came back to the out, and Trey was not going to bite on that, and he was right in position, and the ball sailed out of bounds anyway.
No pressure. That time Gluey had time to throw that out pattern. Third down and 11. Ball spotted at the SCC 8-yard line.
I think this is a big play because they're not going to go for it this far back in their territory. So if the Indians can hold them here, they should get good field position back.
Walters and Heslop trips to the right. Gluey back to pass. He's going to scramble to the left. He gets around Smith. Landon Beechner tries to knock him out of bounds and doesn't. See where they spot it. It's going to be, I think it's going to be a first down.
Yeah, maybe
it's
short of
going to
half
be
a yard.
very close to a first down. Let's see, and they're going to give him a first down. He gains 11 on the play. He got around Wilson Smith, got around the end. Beechner knocked him down, but not until he's got about just enough for a first down.
Yeah, if Landon, I think Gluey must probably have about 30 pounds on him because Landon hit him, but he fell forward and probably got that extra yard.
First and 10 for Southern Coffee County. Now the ball up to the 24-yard line.
It's a nice open field tackle, though, by Landon.
Gluey just now coming in from the sideline with the play. Clock running. As Southern Coffee County breaks huddle with 2:18 left to go here in the third period. 1 receiver to the right, 1 to the left. In the pistol is Gluey. Set to the right is Walters. Back to pass, rolling to the right, looks for the out pattern. Now he's going to scramble. Now he's bottled up the middle, and he's going to be brought down for a loss on the play. In there is Wilson Smith, Mason Winter, Austin O'Hara, all in there, and Ivan Murillo. It's going to be a loss of 5, second and 15. Now the ball backed up to the 15-yard line.
Yeah, I think Keith, if you were able to talk to him after the game, would tell you he's very happy with the way his D-line's playing tonight.
Up to the line of scrimmage because Southern Coffee County second and 15 from their own 15. 1 receiver wide to the left. Gluey in the pistol. Set to his right is Walters. Going to hand it to Walters off the left side. Good. Penalty flag comes in. And I don't hope that's not a face mask. It's right back there towards where the tackle was made. Holding against Southern Coffee County. See if Coach Wattrick takes it or declines it. It'd be 3rd and 15 If he declines it, I think they're going to back him up. It'll make it second and a train ride for Southern Coffee County as that flag was thrown about the 12-yard line.
Well, again, we talked a little bit at halftime, Dan, about turnovers and penalties and who was going to be able to cut those kind of mistakes out. And here we are, South Coffee County with a big third down and long play just a few minutes ago to keep the drive going. And here they're backed themselves up. It's now about 3rd and 25 with the penalty.
Now they stop the clock and going to discuss it. And I believe it is second down. Is it second down or third down? Yeah, it's
they're
just
going to make
third
it second,
down.
yeah.
It's going to be a replay of second down. Ball spotted at their own 7-yard line. 2 receivers wide to the right, 2 to the left. Gluey and the pistol now motioned by Walters, and there's a flag. 2 people moved at once. Going to back them up closer to the goal line. It'll be 5-yard penalty, half the distance to the goal, I believe. False start on Southern Coffee County. Now we truly are getting into Wilson Safety Smith territory, as that's going to back them up to the 2-yard line.
Need a bad snap here, Dan.
It's still second down and many.
1:10 left to go in the third. This is second. I can't even count that far. It's like second down and 30, I believe.
Yeah.
2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Boy, this is risky here. Gluey in the pistol stands 2 yards deep in his own end zone. Now Walters back to pass. Gluey's going to scramble to his right, looking for room, cuts back. He's out of the end zone. He's got some running room, goes to the left, and Landon Beecher chases him down. He ran 30 yards, but gained about 5 yards back up to the 7-yard line.
Yeah, that looked, first I thought maybe we had him bottled up for a safety, but he was able to just keep scrambling, and it looked like he was going to have a big gain, and Landon made a nice play, just coming up real fast and a good open field tackle, and it ended up only being about a 5-yard gain.
3rd down and 20. Ball up to the 8-yard line. They're going to let the clock run out, I believe. Or we'll see if they got time to. 12 seconds, 10 seconds left to go here in the third period. Indians lead 16-8. And that's going to be the score at the end of the third period. Indians 16, Titans 8. We'll be back after this 1-minute timeout. You're listening to St. Paul football on Hot 105. Welcome back as we start the fourth quarter here. The score is 16-8. Indians up by 8 as we await Southern Coffee County to retake the field to start the fourth period. It'll be 3rd down and 20 for Southern Coffee County from their own 8-yard line.
I think the big play here, Dan, I know they got 3rd and a very long ways to go, but if we can keep them from getting that first down, we're going to have really good field position and maybe, get a good little drive here and get a little cushion between us and South Coffee County.
3rd and 20. Southern Coffee County needs to get clear up to the Indians' 30-yard line. Indians bunched up on the line of scrimmage, and the pistol is Gluey. Rolls to his right, back to pass. Now he drops to his left. Going to throw deep, and it's going to be out of bounds and incomplete, intended for Herrera at the 25. It'll fall incomplete. Stop the clock. It'll be 4th down and 20 for Southern Coffee County from their own 8-yard line.
Both teams struggling a little bit throwing the ball. That's South Coffee County is now 3 for 10 on the night passing.
Lind drops back in punt formation for SCC. He stands about 2 yards deep in his own end zone. It's a good snap. And Mason Winter got close to it. Beechner waits it, catches it, dodges the first tackle, down to the 30, 25, breaks another tackle, down the sideline, cuts back down to the 5 and brought down at the 5. Good punt return by Beechner. Couple good moves. Made Lynn miss. Good hustle play. I don't know who made the tackle down there. All the way down to the 3-yard line.
Yeah.
Just what Ross called.
That was a nice job by Landon. He made the catch and make the first guy miss. In 8-man football, if you can make that first guy miss on a punt return, you're going to have lots of room. And Landon just turned on the Jets and thought he was going to get in the end zone, but they did make a nice hustle shoestring tackle at the end by South Coffee County.
First and goal for the Indians at the 3-yard line. In the I formation, Watrick at tailback. It's going to be handoff to Watrick off the left side. Dives for the end zone, touchdown, or runs into the end zone. And the first play from scrimmage after the good defensive stand, a good punt return by Beechner. And it's St. Paul leads 22-8 pending the extra point.
Just a nice run up the gut for Kaiser, and he lowered his head and just powered himself into the end zone. And it's a good start to the fourth quarter, Dan.
Good lead block by O'Hara. I formation again this time. O'Hara at fullback, Watrick at tailback, Peters up under center. Here comes the snap. Going to roll out to his left. He's got a man in the back of the end zone. Smith, he catches it. Extra points, good. Kind of had to tap it to himself with one hand. And the Indians lead 24-8 with 11:36 left to go in the ball game. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout. You listen to St. Paul football on Hot 105. Welcome back. There is 11:36 left to go in the fourth. Indians lead 24-8. Murillo with the ball teed up for the Indian. Excuse me. Back deep is Gluey, and Walters stands at their own 10. Driving kick by Murillo, and it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Boy, on this cold night, Murillo doing a good job getting it into the end zone.
Yeah, that's a nice lift for your special teams and your defense when you don't have to worry about giving up a big return. Get them, you know, they start off on the 15-yard line, so you got them already pinned deep, and South Coffee County struggled to move the ball a lot of the night, Dan, so that's a good start to this drive for the Indians defense.
First and 10 for Southern Coffee County from their own 15. Indians defense takes the field. Looks like Murillo and Smith starts at the D ends. Mason Winter at nose guard. Linebackers Austin O'Hara and Kaiser Watrick. Cornerbacks Beechner and Smith. Free safety Trey Peters. One receiver to the left is Lind. One to the right is Heslop. Heslop comes in motion from right to left. It's going to be handoff to Walters around the left side. Ivan Murillo, he breaks away from him. Murillo with an initial contact in the backfield. Walters dives forward for a short gain. It's going to be second down and 9. Actually, no gain on the play. Nose of the football just crossed the 15, so gain of about a half yard. Good play by Murillo from that D-end position.
Yeah, he had to dive about 3 yards just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think, you know, you saw last week against Chautauqua had a little success early running around the ends, Dan, and after half, Coach Whitrick made a good adjustment. I think South Coffee County's thought all night long they can get to the edge, but they really haven't. The defensive ends have did a nice job. One
to the right, one to the left. Walters set to the right of Gluey. Gluey waits the snap. Going to give it to Walters. It's going to be a reverse land. He's looking to pass. He's going to throw it deep to Gluey. And Gluey catches it at the midfield as he got behind the defenders. Watrick And Vincent, no, they're going to call it incomplete as it hit the ground. Boy, I thought he reeled that in as he juggled it to the ground.
From up here, it looked good, Dan, but that ref was a lot closer than you and me.
And I'm going to say he's got better eyes than I do, as it looked like Smith and Wadrick ran into each other. They was in pretty good position, but they ran into each other and fell down, and the ball just got over their head, but it was just a little bit short and apparently touched the turf.
Yeah, when the ball first got in the air, I thought maybe we had a chance for interception because both defenders looked like they were right there. But like you said, they kind of tangled up with each other, and all of a sudden the ball ended up in the receiver's hands, and just luckily it hit the ground.
3rd and 10, one receiver to the right. Gluey back to pass, looking back at his own 5. He's going to throw it deep, has Lynn, and it's over everybody's head and falls incomplete. And it'll bring up 4th down and 10. Boy, Lynn showing some speed there. He had Smith by a couple steps. Smith fighting to keep up with him, and it just over his outstretched hands.
Yeah, neither team has really just had a lot of luck passing the ball tonight. I don't know if that wind just ends up taking the ball, carrying it a little bit further than the quarterback anticipates, but that was kind of he had his receiver open on that one, Dan. He just kind of overthrew him.
Lynn in punt formation stands back at his own 6-yard line, 5-yard line. Here's a snap, good snap. Low drive and line drive. Beechner takes it on the fly. Cuts back, and he's going to be shoestring tackled at midfield. So good catch by Beechner, not letting that get over his head. And it'll be 1st and 10 from the Indians from midfield, the 40-yard line.
Yeah, the way that ball was kicked, it was a line drive. If he wouldn't have reached up and snagged that out of there, it probably would have rolled about 20 more yards, Dan.
1st and 10 for the Indians from the 40-yard line. See if they can keep this offensive momentum going. Peyton Norris into the game as Watrick out for a play. And also a little confusion. Wilson Smith.
Well,
we got a lot of confusion as Vincent Smith comes into the game. Up to the line of scrimmage comes the Indians. I formation. O'Hara at fullback. Beechner at tailback. Here's a snap. Hand off to Beechner. Up the middle he goes. A couple-yard gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 8 down to the Southern Coffee County 38. 10-12 left to go in the game. 24-8 Indians lead. Peters in from the sideline. Coach Watrick. 2nd down and 8. I formation, O'Hara at fullback, Watrick at tailback, Peters up under center. It's going to be a handoff to Watrick. Looks for room up the middle, cuts back to left. Decent gain on play, a gain of 4. It's going to bring up 3rd down and call it 3. Ross, exciting time next week. I think the Gorillas get back in action.
Yeah, it'll be their first home game of the year, so it'll be exciting to see how the new staff and everybody looks.
3rd down and 3. I formation, O'Hara fullback, Watrick at tailback, Peters up under center. Indians at the Titan 34-yard line. Here comes the snap. A little crossbuck action. Watrick hit at the line of scrimmage, going to lose a yard. It's going to bring up 4th down and 4 for the Indians. Ball spotted about the 34-yard line. Well, they're going to get him back to the line of scrimmage, so we're going to call it 4th down and 3. So big 4th down play for the Indians offense here to try to keep momentum going. 8:55 left to go in the game. They lead 24-8.
Yeah, Dan, you know, we haven't ran that misdirection with Vincent going back across the field. Got a 31-yard run out of that. It'd be nice to see if pull something out like that.
Beechner in the pistol. 3 receivers set to the right. Here comes the snap. Beechner's going to try it off that side. He's going to lean forward, and he's short of the 1st down. Titans are going to take over 1st and 10 from their own 31-yard line.
Yeah, we tried to load up that right side, unbalanced line, trips to the right, and just outflank him. And Landon made a nice hard run up, cut it up the middle, but give credit to South Coffee County defense. They were there and made the stop.
1st and 10 for Southern Coffee County from their own 31-yard line.
Sometimes the other team just makes a play, Dan.
Gluey comes in from the sideline with the play. 8:31 left to go in the game. Indians lead 24-8. Up to the line of scrimmage comes Southern Coffee County. I formation. Gluey up under center. Hand off to Walters. Going to try that right side. Gets around Murillo. And Watrick finally brings him down. Not until he gains about 5 yards, 6 yards on the play. Up to the 36-yard line. It'll bring up second down and call it 4 for Southern Coffee County.
Yeah, nice run by number 45. He had a couple of Indians had a chance to make a shoestring tackle on him. He was able to get through him and get the 5-yard gain.
Second and call it long 4. Ball spotted at the 36-yard line. Long time in the huddle for Southern Coffee County. 7:50 left to go in the game. Indians lead 24-8. One receiver to the right, one to the left. In the pistol is Gluey. Set to his right is Walters. Now motion from right to left. It's going to be a handoff to Walters. Going to try the left side. Oh, he's hit quick. That's Stone King and Watrick all fired up. As he comes in, Stone King slows him up, and Watrick comes up and puts a nice lick on him.
Yes.
And it's going to be third down and 4 for Southern Coffee County.
Yeah, Stone King just came back into the game after getting a breather on the sideline, and being fresh showed right there because he was able to slide off his blocker and grab him, and then, like you said, the linebacker came in and cleaned that up. Nice job.
Third down and 4. Southern Coffee County needs to get across midfield to the Indians 39 for a first down. The ball is spotted at their own 37-yard line. One receiver to the right, one to the left. In the pistol is Gluey. Set to his right is Walters. Here's the snap, back to pass, looking to his left, throws it on the out, and it's incomplete off of the fingertip of Lindy, I believe. Beechner on the coverage is going to bring up fourth down and 4.
I would say there would punt the ball, Dan, but when you're down 2 scores with about 7 minutes left of the game, I would consider it fourth down and 4 yards. You're probably going fourth down territory. What do you think?
Yeah, probably after Southern Coffee County did a pretty good job of holding the Indians on the last possession when they was in Southern Coffee County territory. I expect they're going to go for it here on the 4th and 4. They are lining up to go for it. Lindy to the left. Heslop to the right. In the pistol is Gluey. Set to his right is Walters. Back to pass. Gluey's looking, rolls to his right, throws it late, incomplete. Good coverage as Peters jumps in front of that. Pass was intended for Herrera. The Indians will have great field position, 1st and 10 at the Titans' 37-yard line.
Again, the defense have played really good tonight, Dan. I don't know, on that, you got the ball, it's 3rd and 4, and you throw the ball twice. I think, if you know you're in 4-down territory, I think I'd have probably just tried to run that ball up the middle 2 times in a row.
1st and 10. 1st and 10 for the Indians at Southern Coffee County's 37-yard line. Peters in the pistol. One to the right, one to the left. Peters going to keep it off the option. Got some running room. Cuts back as Beechner trying to, ooh, good lick. He got hit in the side hard. See, Peter, he did get popped in that right side. Not until he had a nice 8-yard gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 2.
Yeah, that was a good hard run by Trey, but he took a shot at the end there.
2nd and 2 for the Indians at ball spotted at the 29-yard line of Southern Coffee County. Peters comes out for a minute as he took a pop in the ribs. Power formation. Beechner stands back, awaits the snap in the pistol. It's a good snap. It's going to keep it off the left side. Looks for some running room right up the gut. Has a first down. Good gain, about a 5-6 yard gain as he crosses the 25 down to the 24-yard line. If we don't have sound on the live stream, I'm not sure why. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Indians down to the Southern Coffee County 24-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Indians. 5:41 left to go in the game. Power formation. Watrick awaits the snap. Good. Now it's going to be blown dead.
I don't see a flag, though. Did someone call a timeout?
I don't see a flag either. No, it must be on the side. Judge must have left it in pocket, just blowed it dead. False start on the Indians. Going to back them up 5 yards.
I guess so when it's cold, you just blow the whistle. You don't need to throw the flag?
I guess not. Don't have to bend over and pick it up that way. 1st and 15 for the Indians from the Southern Coffee County 29-yard line. Watrick stands back, awaits the snap in a power formation. He's going to keep it. Tries the right side, leans forward, and about gets that penalty yardage back. About a 4-yard gain on the play. It'll be second down and 11. Ball spotted SEC 25.
Second down and 11.
Definitely in 4-down territory, Dan. And even if you don't get the ball in the end zone, if you can just take off 2 or 3 minutes off the clock with the 2-touchdown lead in the fourth quarter, you've accomplished what you want to out of this drive.
Matthew Lestico into the game for the first time tonight. Second down and called it 11. Ball spotted 25. Lestico comes in at tailback. O'Hara at fullback. Peter up under center. Peter's up under center. Here comes the snap. Hand off to Lestico. Tries that right side. Leans forward. Hold on the football, Matthew. As he leans forward, good hard run by Lestico. Good lead block. Good blocking by the line of scrimmage. He's going to gain about 6 on the play. Give him a gain of 7. It's going to be third down and 4. Ball spotted at the 19-yard line of SCC. They need to get to the 14, so it's a third and 5. With 4:14 left to go in the game. Lestico stays in the game at fullback. O'Hara, or at tailback. O'Hara at fullback. Peters up under center.
Taking his time, going to let the clock run as long as he can.
And he's looking at the side judge. I'm not sure he knows who to look at. Maybe he's waiting for somebody to say something. And here we go. Here's the snap. Hand out to Lestico again. Looks for some run room off that left side. Leans forward. Close to a first down. Looks to be about a football short of it. Maybe a half-yard short. Not even a half. Yeah, about a half-yard short. 4th and 1 for the Indians.
Interesting series here. You got 4 minutes left in the game, and you got your freshman out there getting 2 runs in a row, and he's done a nice job, Dan. Proving the coach knows what he's doing.
4th and 1 for the Indians. Ball spotted at the 15. Need to get to the SCC 14 for a first down. Stone King up over the football. Up under center is Trey Peters. Austin O'Hara at fullback. Lestico at tailback. Here comes the snap. Peters going to keep it. Quarterback sneak right up the middle. Has a first down. Down to about the 12-yard line of SCC. 3 minutes left to go in the game. 24-8.
About as simple as you can get there, Dan. Just quarterback sneak it for a first down, and maybe going to come close to running out the clock now with less than 3 minutes left in the game.
First and 10 for the Indians from the SCC 12-yard line. In the game, Riley Vitt at tailback. Austin O'Hara at fullback. Trey Peters up under center. Peters waits for the back judge to put the count on. 2:40 left to go in the game. Clock running. First and 10 from the 12. Hand off to Vitt. Tries that left side, and he's smacked at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's going to be second down and 10.
Welcome to varsity football, Riley.
No gain on the play.
Is that his first carry of the year, Dan?
No, that's like the 5th.
Okay.
Yeah. No gain on the play, so it'll be second down and 10 from the 12. Peters in from the sideline with the play. The Indians are going to be able to, one more first down for sure they could run this out. I formation, O'Hara at tailback, O'Hara at fullback, Vitt at tailback, Peters up under center. Vitt again, tries the left side. He's got a little bit of running room, going to have a gain of 1 on the play. Across the 10, down to the 10-yard line, gain of 2. It'll be third down and 8 for the Indians. They need to get down to about the 2.5-yard line for first down. Devin Sturm into the game for the Indians. 1:34, clock running. Mason Winter comes out. He's had a good game, especially defensively here tonight.
Yeah, I think, the MVP of this game is the defensive line, Dan. They kind of set the tone for the whole game.
O'Hara at fullback. Lestico back in at tailback. Peters up under center. Here comes the snap. It's a good snap. Lestico has it. Looks for some running room. Off the left, not much running room. It's going to bring up a 4th down. And about 7 for the Indians. 1:02 left to go in the ball game. Indians lead 24-8. Zane Sexton into the game for the Indians. And Zach Kirkpatrick. So a look towards the future here with all kinds of freshmen, sophomores, and juniors on the ball field.
Nice to see him get a little playing time, especially when you don't have many JV games this year, Dan.
O'Hara at fullback, Sexton at tailback. Trey Peters stays in at quarterback. 33 seconds left to go. Fourth, and call it 7 for the Indians. Here comes the snap. It's a good snap. Hand off to Sexton. Looks for some running off the left side, and he's ankle tackled at the 10-yard line. So Southern Coffee County will take over on downs. 1st and 10 from their own 10-yard line with 21 seconds left to go. Defensively, Indians retake the field. Starting defense out there. Southern Coffee County up to the line of scrimmage. See if they run a play or take a knee here with 21 seconds. Indians going to come out victorious here. 3 in a row for the Indians as they will travel next Thursday. High snap. Gluey under pressure. Throws across the middle. Complete. And brought down at the 20-yard line with 13 seconds left to go. Right at the first down marker. Heslop with the reception. It's going to be, I think, good for a Titan first down as Titans take a timeout with 10 seconds left to go in the game. Indians lead 24-8. Most likely, Indians will travel to Hartford next Thursday. Game time, stay tuned. We assume it'll be a 7 p.m. game. They'll figure that out next Monday. Indians most likely will be the 3 seed traveling to the 2 seed Hartford. Hartford up by Emporia. So
the nice thing is, Dan, we'll be riding a 2-game winning streak, winning 3 out of our last 4, so the Indians ought to have a little confidence going into that game.
It should be, 1st and 10 for the Titans from their own 20. 10 seconds left out of this timeout. Stick around for a post-game show where Ross will have detailed stats at the end of this game.
Detailed is the key there, Dan.
Trips to the right and 1 to the left. Appreciate you stepping in for Mike. Mike goofing off down in South Texas somewhere.
Yeah, he sent a picture with a lot of sun earlier.
Gluey, it's scrambling. Mason Winters chasing him. And he throws it late, and it's incomplete. Oh, they leave. The clock, the hometown clock guy, leaves 1 second on the clock. How in the world do we have 1 second? So we're going to have to play one more play. And we can't even get no hometown help. It's cold out here. Can't you be a little slower on the trigger finger there?
There's only 3 seconds on this clock to start with, wasn't there?
24-8 is the Indians' lead. Have a little fun with the clock guy here. As trips to the right for Southern Coffee County. Gluey in the pistol. 1 to the left. As Ross said, the D-backs back at the West County line. Gluey's going to scramble to his left, throws it across the middle, and it's incomplete. And I think, yep, that's the ball game. Final score, Indians 24, Southern Coffee County 8. We'll be back with our final game stats after this 1-minute timeout. You're listening to St. Paul Football on Hot 105. Thank everybody for listening on the live or watching on the live stream. Join us next Thursday night where the Indians will travel to Hartford, we believe.